Hello, my name is Cindy White and I am the Early On Coordinator for Lenawee ISD. We work with children birth to 3 who present with developmental delays, and we provide evaluation services for these children. Today I have been asked to talk with you just about child development from birth to 12 months of age and give some general developmental milestones for typically developing children. What I'm going to do today is share my screen with you, and we will go over a little bit of early on services as well as child developmental milestones. So once again, I said I'm from Early On for Lenawee County. Our Early On team consists of myself, Sorrel Davis, who is a social worker, Erica Kenner, who is a speech language pathologist, and Jessica Hall, who is a special education teacher. No, hold on. All right. Early On of Lenawee County, we provide early on services to children birth to 3 years of age. We offer developmental evaluations, and we provide services to children who present with at least a 20% delay in one or more areas of development, or a child who has an established medical condition that may put them at risk for developmental delay. So there's a few different ways that you can qualify for our services. Most parents wonder at times if their child is growing and developing like other children. And if you think that your child's growth, their learning, their social skills are not where they should be for their age, feel free to check us out, and it's better to check their skills out now as opposed to wait. And that is what the Early On program is here for. We can be reached multiple different ways. You can contact 1-800-EARLYON.org, that is the website, and you can make a referral that way. You can call the 1-800 number, 1-800-327-5966, or you can contact Early On locally here in Adrian, where we're out of, at 517-263-6354. And you can ask to speak with an Early On provider and schedule an evaluation. One note, we are through the Lenawee Intermediate School District, and we used to be housed at the Porter Center. We now just recently moved to Trenton Hills Learning Center, and we are all housed out of the same building for birth to 3. All right, I'm going to go along with the developmental stages here, and we're going to start with the first month of life and what we expect. So we expect babies to raise and lift their head slightly off the floor of their bed, or when they're on their stomach, just slightly lift their head and start to be able to clear their chin and move it from side to side. Hold up their head momentarily when supported. So if you're supported, they're able to briefly hold their head up, and they will briefly watch and follow some objects with their eyes. They will also make some noise in their throat sounds when they're about a month of age. At 2 months of age, they will hold their head up erect. They will really start with some nice head control, may have a little bit of bobbing. You may have to give a little bit of support in the back when they're in that sitting position or you're holding them. They will begin to imitate or respond with a social smile. So if you smile at them, they will smile back at you. And they will begin to follow a moving person with their eyes. So they will begin to kind of follow you a little bit, do some nice tracking. They will start to vocalize, will increase, and they will move both their legs and arms equally. You like to see some equal movements with their legs and their arms. By 3 months of age, they will lift their head and their chest when lying on their stomach or the floor, that they will be able to lift their chin up, and they will be able to clear their chest off the floor by pushing some weight on their arms. They'll have improved head control. They will recognize either the breast or the bottle, and they will do a little bit of cooing, and they'll have a little bit of a chuckle sometimes. All right, around 4 months of age, they will have very good head control on tummy or when they're held, when you're holding them in your arms. They will roll from their back to kind of each side. Some babies will even be able to roll from their tummy to their back at this age. They will begin reaching for rattles with both hands. They will laugh out loud. You'll get a good belly laugh going with them. they will take an object such as a rattle when held near. So if you hold a rattle out, they will be able to reach and grasp that rattle. And then they will follow a moving object when held in the sitting position. So if they're sitting in your lap and you have a rattle right in front of them, they will kind of be able to follow that rattle side to side. They enjoy play, they enjoy the interaction, and when they do get upset, you will be able to comfort them. At 6 months of age, they will sit alone, needing a little bit of help, but they're starting to be able to sit on their own. They will be able to roll from their back, so if they're on their back, they'll be able to roll to their tummy. They will support their weight and bounce actively. So when you're holding them underneath their arms and their core, they will be able to put weight on their legs and kind of bounce up and down actively while you're holding them. They will begin to babble, have 2 or more different sounds that they're babbling. They will hold on to one toy and they'll reach for another. So they'll be playing here with a toy and they'll go and reach for another and hold on to that. When they're on their tummy, they will be able to pivot. So they'll be able to move in a circle, in a circular pattern around to reach for objects. And then kids will start to crawl around 7 months of age. You might see them at 6 months begin to creep. Around 7 months, we like to see that they're starting to crawl. They may have a belly crawl, creeping, but they'll start moving towards objects. By 9 months of age, we like to see that they are confidently sitting alone, that they are able to transition out of that sitting. So they're sitting, they're able to transition out onto their belly and crawl around. And then when they're crawling and they want to sit back up, they're able to sit back up on their own. We also like to see that crawling is on all fours. So they're crawling on their hands and their knees. Their bellies are off the floor, and that they have a nice reciprocal motion. They'll express affection, or they'll lay their head on you. They will say mama and dada specifically. And then some kids will have a little fear of strangers, and that's typical, and we like to see that those social and emotional skills are developing. By 12 months of age, their first birthday is an exciting time for everyone. We like to see that they will pull themselves to standing, and they will begin to cruise furniture. We like to see cruising furniture both to the right side and to the left. You want it to be the same, that they can do both ways, that they will be able to pick things up with their thumb and finger. So if you give them a puff, give them a small piece of goldfish, something, that they'll be able to pick it up with the tips of their thumb and finger. They will put one toy in another, so that they will take a block and they will put it into a cup. They will give a toy on request. So if they have the ball and mom says, can I have the ball? They'll kind of give it back and forth to each other. They will express affection. And they will begin to follow some simple directions accompanied by some gestures. They'll definitely understand, come here, sit down, go get that ball if you're pointing to it. They'll say 2 or 3 words. So mama, dada, and ball, or mama, dada are usually there by 12 months, and cup, something that's familiar to them that they'll try and use those few words. And then by 12 months, some kids will begin to take steps on their own. Some kids will be walking confidently. Some kids will be just starting to take steps on their own. All right. I also wanted to put in here just a few other developmental milestones from 15 months up to that 36 at 3-year mark. There's a lot that happens in those time frames, but I just wanted to put a few in here just to give you some ideas of what to expect. We like kids to be walking independently by 15 months of age, that they're confident walkers at 15 months of age, and they're able to stack some small blocks, not Legos, but they're able to stack some small blocks on their own. That they'll have by 18 months anywhere from 10 to maybe 25 single words, where they may be word approximations where it's wah-wah for water, but they're starting to increase their vocabulary of those single words. They will make circular strokes with the crayon by 18 months, possibly up to 21, 24 months, where they're making that circular stroke. They will have some 2-word phrases by 2 years of age, where they are saying, mama eat, want cookie, daddy home, something along those lines, that they're starting to put some of those 2-word phrases together and use them on their own. They'll be able to walk up and down the stairs on their own and jump off a low step by 30 months. By 3, their 3rd birthday, we really like to see that they're able to walk up upstairs, up and down stairs, like we said, stand on one foot, jump, that they're pretty confident with jumping. They will feed themselves competently, where they can use a spoon and a fork and an open cup on their own. We really encourage open cups. They'll be able to put their coat on with some help from adults for sure. And then they'll be able to verbalize their toilet needs using phrases. So by 3, we want to see that they're saying, Mommy, I need to go to the bathroom, or Mommy, I need to go potty. But they're starting to use phrases to ask for help, to request, to carry on that conversation. All right. So I just wanted to put in here some more of our information again. It's been a pleasure talking with you today just about child development. If you have any questions with your child's development, any concerns, feel free to give us a call. That's what we're here for. The Early On office here in Lenawee County, it's 517-263-6354. We're happy to schedule an evaluation or talk with you on the phone regarding your child's development. And again, just to let you know, all services are free. There is no charge at all to our services. So feel free to give us a call. You can also call the 1-800 number, or you can do it online and go to 1-800earlyon.org and fill out a referral yourself. Thanks so much and have a great day.